Finally, that justice-obsessed bitch can die and leave everyone the hell alone with her obsession, because it was a long time coming ever since she took out Shelly, and it's like, finally. Thank you, Mine. I haven't been the nicest with Mine. I haven't been like, 100% Mine, Team Mine or whatever, but thank you for getting rid of her. Let's go. I definitely gotta say, when it comes to Akame got killed, it gets straight to the point. And sometimes it's a gift and a curse. Sometimes it could be like, maybe there should have been more room for development. It's going too quick. We need more of those episodes to flesh things out. But then at the same time, as far as just pure enjoyment alone, it's like, yeah, you're cutting out the extra BS and you're going straight to what we want to see. So when Akame got killed, again, a lot of these times is a gift and a curse. But this one in particular, I was like, hell's fucking yeah, getting rid of this stupid, crusty ass biatch. And it's like, it starts off slow, and it starts off, well, not really slow, but it starts off getting things, everyone is still trying to get some downtime right before we get into the epic battles. Susanoo is creating a fucking dish worthy of anybody, everyone loving their dish and everything. So it's like, you get a little bit of the downtime, but then it just immediately kicks into high gear and we get epic battles. So it's like, with an episode like this, yeah, you don't get all the extra setup and the build-up that kind of makes things a lot more emotional and gives you a little bit more, I guess, of a bridge between events. But ultimately, it just goes straight into it. And I think that's why a lot of people are gravitating towards Akame got killed, because it's like, we don't gotta wait 100 billion years to finally get this fight. No, you're gonna get it, and it's gonna be fucking crazy. And in this episode, you get a couple of fights, and then you got a major setup for a fight. You got Seryu versus Mine, and then you got one of the last 4 demons versus Tatsumi. And I was like, first of all, I think this episode in a way showed development for Tatsumi, and it was like, okay, I really need to step it up. I really can't be fucking around anymore. And even though he's inexperienced, he still ultimately can get the job done. So I was like, good shit on Tatsumi, showing that he really needs to step it up when it comes to his comrades. He can't be late anymore. He can't afford to see another one of his friends die. But the shit with Mine and Seryu, I was just like, oh my gosh, between Seryu pulling out all the stops and Mine, is like, I've been harsh with Mine. I'm not gonna lie. I've been pretty harsh. It's like, she doesn't do shit. She constantly gets her ass whipped. But she went in this episode. I give credit where it's due. I am very fucking fair. If I like something, I like it. If I don't like it, but it does something cool, I'm gonna give it credit. And I gotta give Mine credit. She fucking went in and she took out the bitch that we all hated. Now, arguably, you could say, okay, yeah, it almost was a draw if it wasn't for Tatsumi coming in at the last second. So I guess in a way, it's like Mine got the job done halfway in a way, because again, she had to be rescued. But ultimately, she still took out this annoying fucking bitch. Although it was kind of fucking hilarious in the end for her to say, I don't want to die in a place like this. Like, bitch, you deserve it. You kill people for nothing. You kill people because, oh, you didn't look both ways before you crossed the street. So, no, you get exactly what you deserve. And again, that's why I feel Akame got killed really just kicks ass, and why people are loving it. And some people don't like it because of that, because they want the build-up. They want a lot of exposition leading up to the events. But I like something like this. I think this is very simplistic, but at the same time kick ass, and sometimes you need something like that, and I like things like that. So an episode like this where in one episode the fight begins and one of the people die, it's like, at least it wasn't one of Night Ray, because that's one thing that has been a little bit frequent. It's like the main member is constantly dying. We just had Chelsea in the last episode, and then we had 2 major deaths prior to that with Bula and Shelly. So it's like, I'm glad Mine survived. It almost is coming across as if I'm some Mine fanboy or something, but believe me, I'm just giving credit where it's due, and it's like, she shouldn't have died, and I'm glad she didn't, because at that point it would just be like you're spamming death on the main cast. So the fact that Seryu bit the big one, and in a fucking horrible way, exactly the way she deserves to be, because first she's cut in half, and then she gets taken out with a suicide bomb. If you think about it, if you look at it from like every scope of it, it's almost symbolic, as if she herself self-destructed internally before even her death. I think it's basically saying she was her own worst enemy, and in the end she took herself out, not only literally but figuratively as well. She pulled the trigger on herself because her obsession with justice killed her. One thing I wasn't too fond of, and I'm not gonna hide it, Tatsumi versus Mine. I still think like, oh my god, there's so much better girls out there, I'm just saying. And not even just about the rack or whatever. I like tsundere, but I like really, really good tsunderes. And Mine is just kind of like, she comes across as a bitch a lot of the times. It's like, I would totally go for Leone, Akame. In particular, like if we're being realistic personality-wise and somebody that you think you would want to go with the most, it would probably be Akame. She's really relaxed, but she could be funny, she's enjoyable, and she's attractive. But Mine ex Tatsumi is really hinting heavily, and especially the fact that Mine was like, I gotta tell you something, that means she'd probably want to confess her feelings after this fight. I guess to each his own, right? But one of the sickest setups we have was Najenda and Esdeath. Oh my gosh, I want to see that, because even Najenda knows Esdeath ain't nothing to fuck with, so she's being very strategic about what she ultimately does, but I can't fucking wait to see that fight go down. And in all honesty, a very good episode this week. Straight to the point. Seryu, you need to die, bitch, you done died. And they also managed to kill that Boric motherfucker that they were trying to get to as well, so cool shit there with the advancement. And Night Raid is going in further and further, but the thing about it is that makes it more intense. It makes it better than just, oh, typical advancement. We know any of our favorite main characters can die at any given moment, and that's what makes it more like, this episode I'm watching, could Mine actually die? Again, not my favorite character, but one of our Night Raid members. Could Mine actually die? Is she gonna die? And that's what makes it a lot more edgier and a lot more like, fuck, I don't know what's gonna happen. But again, like I said, gift and a curse, because a good amount of exposition would have made a lot more impact with these episodes. But with all that being said, 8.5 out of 10, very good stuff this week. Mine going in. We got a little bit of an advancement, even though I'm personally not for it, between Mine and Tatsumi. Set up for Najenda versus Esdeath, and just a lot more of greatness where Akame got killed. They're just really fucking kicking ass, and I'm loving it. But let me know what you thought of the fight, Seryu versus Mine. Do you think Seryu went out the right way? Again, I felt as though it was very symbolic of the nature of Seryu and how she's self-destructed by just being herself and being obsessed with justice. And do you feel as though Tatsumi has grown up a bit? I definitely feel from the first episode till now, he is quite a bit of a different person in the sense of he's just more mature. And what thoughts of the episode? Akame got killed kicking ass. Let's go. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.